Hi, that's me, Kim.
Also known as That DIY Girl. Welcome to my mini vlog series, 5 Steps to a Perfect Summer. In part 1, I'm going to show you how to make a DIY bottle opener and a DIY cutlery holder, perfect for those family summer barbecues. For the DIY bottle opener, you can use any wood of your choice. I decided to use a piece of walnut. Using a pencil and a ruler, I started by marking the halfway point on my piece of walnut. I then used a pencil and a tri-square to draw a straight line down the centre. You can purchase the bottle opener element from a variety of retailers. I got this one as part of a pack of 4 from Amazon. Using a pencil, I marked off where I wanted to place the bottle opener on my piece of walnut. I then used a 3mm drill bit to drill 2 holes. Using my screwdriver and the screws provided, I then secured my bottle opener into place. I then rubbed out my pencil line. On the back of the walnut, I made 2 pencil marks where I wanted to add my mirror bracket. I then used a 2.5mm drill bit to drill pilot holes and secured my mirror bracket in place. If you don't want to be a DIY donut, like me, you can add the mirror bracket before adding the bottle opener element so you have a flat piece of wood to work with. I then give the edges a quick sand using 120 grit sandpaper. I then added a coat of teak oil to my walnut. I used a 10mm masonry drill bit to drill into the wall and inserted a roll plug. Using a screwdriver, I then secured the bottle opener into place. If you want to easily remove your bottle opener, you may just want to add 1 mirror bracket. However, if you would like to attach it securely to your wall and flat against the wall, you may need to add 2 mirror brackets. And this is the finished result. Next, I am going to show you how to make a DIY cutlery holder using some wood and recycled tins. I started by washing and drying 4 tins and spraying with an eco-based spray paint. For the base of my cutlery holder, I cut a square piece of oak measuring 18 centimetres. Using my pencil and ruler, I measured the halfway point of the oak, and using my pencil and tri-square, I drew a line down the centre. I measured 4 centimetres inwards on each side of the oak and made a pencil mark. I drilled 2 holes using a 4mm drill bit. Using a countersink drill bit, I then added a countersink to both holes. I cut down a wooden chopping board measuring 18 by 20 centimetres to act as the middle section for my cutlery holder. I secured it on my workbench, and using the oak base and the drill holes as a guide, I drilled 3mm pilot holes. I partially secured the screws, then lined up both pieces of wood on my workbench and secured together. I then lightly sanded the base using 120 grit sandpaper. Next, I needed to attach the handle. I measured the halfway point of the top of the cutlery holder and made a pencil mark. I made pencil marks on either side of the handle to find the centre point. You can use any kind of handle you like. I've used an old drawer handle that I had spare in the workshop. It already had pre-drilled holes, but I disregarded these and drilled 6mm holes into each side of the handle. I then cut down some 6mm pieces of dowel to attach to the handle. As the holes aren't quite in the centre of the handle, I then marked off using the dowels the position of where it would slot into my cutlery holder and found the centre between both marks. I then drilled two 6mm holes. I added wood glue to both my handle and the cutlery holder and secured together. I measured 1 centimetre inwards on my oak base and made a pencil mark to indicate where I wanted my tins to sit so that they would all be evenly spaced. I added wood glue to the bottom of each tin and I added a dab of super glue to the back of each tin to secure into place. I repeated this step until all 4 tins were secured and then left to dry. I then added my cutlery and it was good to go. I hope you like the finished result, the perfect addition for any summer barbecue or garden party. Join me next week for part 2 and remember, peace, love and DIY.